Imagine stepping into a world where time isn't linear but cynical, where the stars dictate human fate and temples whisper secrets of gods and kings. Welcome to the mysterious world of the Maya, a civilization so advanced that they map the heavens before telescope, build cities that defines their jungles, and devise calendars more precise than ours. Are you intrigued yet? You should be. These ancient geniuses were mathematicians, astronomers, architects, and storytellers wrapped in one. They strived for over 2 millennia in what we now call Mesoamerica, weaving a tale of power, progress, and mystery. But here's the kicker: while their golden cities like Tikal and Palenque eventually fell, the Maya never truly vanished. Descendants of this legendary civilization still live, preserving fragments of their rich heritage. Today, we're cracking open their history, not just the dazzling achievements, but also the social collapse, defined rituals, and human resilience. So strap in as we journey through the glorious high, puzzling enigmas, and heart-wrenching falls of the Maya. Whether you're here for the pyramids, the gods, or the conspiracy theory, this ride promises to be as thrilling as it is illuminating. Ready to meet the Maya? Let's dive in. Who were the Maya? The Maya weren't one unified empire, but a collection of city-states scattered across modern-day Mexico, Guatemala, Belize, Honduras, and El Salvador. Think of them as independent kingdoms, each with its rulers, armies, and culture quirks. What connected them was their shared language, family, belief system, and love of building jaw-dropping pyramids. Their civilization began around 2000 BC. During the pre-classic period, these early Maya were mostly farmers growing corn, beans, and squash, the holy trinity of their diet. But don't mistake simplicity for lack of innovation. Even then, they were laying the groundwork for their eventual grandeur, developing hieroglyphic writing, religious system, and trade network. By the classic period 250 to 900, the Maya were in full bloom. Cities like Tikal and Copán became the powerhouses, with sprawling plazas, ball courts, and towering temples that rival the wonders of Egypt and Rome. This wasn't just architecture for aesthetics, it was a manifestation of their cosmos. Every building had symbolic meaning, aligning with celestial events and reinforcing their belief in the divine order of the universe. But who were these Maya people really? They were astronomers, priests, and warriors. They had a knack for mathematics, introducing the concept of zero long before the Europeans stumbled upon it. Their calendars were so intricate that they still boggle modern scholars. They were also master artisans, creating vibrant murals, jade jewelries, and intricate poetry that tells us stories of their gods, king, and everyday life, divine kings, and cosmic order. To the Maya, kings weren't just rulers, they were godlike intermediaries between the heavens and earth. Their entire worldview revolved around a cosmic hierarchy, with deities pulling the strings of fate and humanity's duty to keep them appeased. Their gods weren't one size fits all either. There were Itzamna, the creator deity, Shah, the rain god, and the Kawai, the god of lightning and agriculture. These gods weren't all-powerful but capricious, demanding elaborate ritual and sacrifices to keep the world in balance. Speaking of sacrifices, let's not sugarcoat it. The Maya took this seriously. Blood was the ultimate offering, whether it came from the kings performing ritual bloodshedding or war captive sacrifice in ceremonies. This wasn't random cruelty, but a deeply spiritual act to nourish their gods and ensure cosmic harmony. The rulers were the stars of this drama. Consider Pakal the Great of Palenque, who ruled for 68 years and left behind a stunning tomb decorated with glyphs detailing his divine ancestry, or Joso Chang Kawai of Tikal, who expanded his city influence and commemorated his victory with massive monuments. This divine kinship extended to warfare. War wasn't just about territories, but about capturing prisoners for sacrifice and asserting divine will. Inscriptions reveal alliances and betrayals that make Game of Thrones look tame. Cities like Calakmul and Tikal vied for supremacy in a never-ending chess game of power. The science and art of the Maya. The Maya had an uncanny ability to blend science, art, and spirituality into one seamless fabric. Take their obsession with astronomy. These people could track Venus' movements with astonishing accuracy, using it to dictate everything from warfare to agriculture. Their priest or daykeeper were the human computers of their time, interpreting celestial data to create detailed calendars. Their most famous calendar, the Long Count, tracked time on a grand scale, predicting cosmic cycles lasting thousands of years. Contrary to pop culture myth, the world didn't end in 2012. The Maya just marked the end of a cycle akin to flipping a calendar page. But they weren't just stargazers. Their architectural feat still baffle modern engineers. How did they construct towering temples like El Callisto in Chichen Itza without metal tools or the wheel? The answer lies in ingenuity, limestone, manpower, and a deep understanding of geometric. Art, too, was a cornerstone of Maya identity. They painted vivid murals capturing everything from royal ceremonies to market scenes. The pottery was equally exquisite, often inscribed with glyphs narrating historical events. These artifacts give us a peek into their world, a society as complex and multifaceted as any modern one. The Great Collapse. Here's the twist in the tale. By the late 9th century, many major Maya cities mysteriously collapsed. Theories abound. Drought, overpopulation, warfare, and environmental degradation all get blamed. Some argue it was a perfect storm of these factors. The evidence paints a grim picture. Deforestation led to soil erosion, which crippled agriculture. Meanwhile, internal conflicts and overexpansion drained resources. To top it off, climate studies suggest prolonged drought struck during periods, spelling doom for an already stressed society. But let's clarify, this wasn't an oversight apocalypse. Some cities like Chichen Itza thrived well into the post-classic period, 900 to the 1500s. By the time Spanish conquistadors arrived in the 16th century, the Mayas were still alive and kicking, albeit fragmented and political weakening. Legacy and rediscovery. For centuries, the Maya faded into the shadows of history, the city swallowed by jungle. It wasn't until the 19th century that explorers like John Lloyd Stevens and Frederick Catherwood brought their wonders back to global attention. Their books, full with details, drawings of ruins, sparked fascination worldwide. Today, the Maya legacy is far from forgotten. Millions of Maya descendants still inhabit Central America, speaking language rooted in their ancient tongue. Their tradition, from weaving to festival, echoes the rhythms of their ancestors. The rediscovery of the Maya ruins continue to yield surprises. Advanced technology like LIDAR mapping reveal hidden cities beneath dense forests, proving there's still much we don't know. Each new discovery adds another layer to our understanding of this brilliant, enigmatic civilization. Lessons learned from the Maya. The Maya story is one of resilience, ingenuity, and human potential. They remind us of the heights we can reach when we harmonize with nature and each other. But their collapse also serves as a cautionary tale overexploitation of resources, unchecked power struggles, and climate challenges that can bring even the mightiest civilization to their knees. Yet, what lingers most is their enduring spirit. The Maya didn't vanish, they evolved. Their descendants carry the torch, keeping the essence of this extraordinary civilization alive. As we uncover more of their secrets, one thing becomes clear. The Maya were not just architects of pyramids, but architects of knowledge, culture, and humanity itself. So what will you take away from the Maya's legacy? Their stories invite us to reflect on our connection to the past and our responsibility for the future. After all, if the Maya could map the stars without telescope, imagine what we can achieve when we reach for the heavens together. So here's a question for you. Do you think the modern society compares to the Maya in balancing technological advancement with sustainability? And what lesson from the Maya collapse can we apply to tackle global challenges like climate change and resource management today? Please let us know in the comments below. Ready for more royal intrigue and timeless tale? Check out the next video on screen to uncover another fascinating chapter in history. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with all things royal. See you in the next video.